Welcome back, guys, to the This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn, and my co-host is
Rollie Vogues.
And our special guest today is
your boy GT Garza.
Yes, sir. GT in the building at our house, right?
Yeah, it's still like a building structure.
Yeah. Is it kind of crazy that you think that we run a podcast out of here?
Nah, it's not crazy.
Nah.
I mean, cause y'all like a family, so it's
Yeah. That's why a lot of people like tend to like. They'll be like, oh, it's cool because y'all are a husband and wife,
yeah.
You know. But it works out that way, and then we just work out of the room, you know.
Yeah, we just gotta get our son either picked up or dropped off for a babysitter. So.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say like, well, what you been up to, bro? Because I mean, I haven't seen you in a long ass time, bro. It feels.
When was the last time I saw you?
Honestly, I think the last time we seen each other was probably like at the Dope House thing. Like there was some shit going on at Dope House.
The show, the
it was like a big show, yeah. And then there was like a release and everything.
Okay.
So I think that was the last.
That was a couple years ago. That's probably like pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
That's
was
a minute.
That for KP?
Yeah, that's a minute. Well, KP was there too.
Oh, okay. That's when you met Mauricio. Is that the one?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, bro. But what you been up to? Like, well, how was your week been? Like,
it's good. I just got back from Hobbs, New Mexico with Crystal Pop, and we did a show out there. Then I went back to El Paso, cooled out there for a little bit, came back to the H. Now I'm just recording. I got an album that I'm putting out this Halloween.
Okay, that's
so it
dope.
should be cool. So I'm just recording.
In like a month.
Yeah. So I record all my albums at my house. So I'm just like recording, trying to pump out as much music as possible.
Yeah.
And you do everything by yourself?
Yeah. So I sit there and like, just like I'm sitting here, like, but my computer will be like here.
Yeah.
And so I'm pressing record and I'm rapping.
Yeah.
Pressing record and then I'll put all my effects on it. But like I'll structure the record, but I'll send it to Bruce Bang, who's an engineer.
Okay, yeah. iMix, right?
Yeah, he does like Lil Kiki, Paul Wall, Baby. I'll send it to him and he'll like make it clean. Cause I don't know how to really mix, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he'll make it like nice, like so you can bump in the car. But I do everything at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that for years now, you know what I'm saying?
So whenever you saw that we were doing it at our house, you were like, you were
yeah,
used
man.
to it.
I mean,
it's normal. It's
nowadays, nowadays everybody's like pumping content out of their crib, you know what I mean? Whether it's like a podcast, whether it's music, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like. It's right in front of us, so it's like we try to use what we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because kind of let's go back, right? So it's like, you grew up in the Southwest?
Yes.
That's like where you're from. That's where you grew up and everything.
Yeah, I'm from Fondren and West Airport.
Okay.
So I grew up in a neighborhood called Fawn Meadow. I went to Welch Middle School. I was zoned to Westbury, but I ended up going to West Side High School. What's crazy is in like 8th grade, they had a guy, the principal actually came to our school and they were like recruiting people like, hey man, we're trying to get people to come to this new school. And it was far, man. I'm talking about like from Fondren and West Airport to Briar Forest and Highway 6. Like Westheimer Highway 6, like West Oaks Mall. So they would like the bus ride was like an hour. You know what I mean? So every morning I wake up, go to school, it was like an hour of a bus ride. You know what I mean?
So what time did you get picked up?
Man,
early?
Because we were just talking about that. How whenever you ride the bus, the kids have to wake up super early because they get picked up early.
For sure. I used to wake up super early, man, and we used to go all the way down from like, man, far, bro. Like it was far. Like we took the Beltway all the way down. You know what I mean? So I was on the bus for like an hour, and then I wasn't the last stop. So like they would pick up a lot of people. You know what I mean, from around the area, and then we were on a magnet program, so they used to fly us all the way over there.
Dang.
Oh,
so whenever they came to recruit, you were like, I'm down because you had good grades?
No, I was down because I was kind of like, man, I'm tired of being in this old boo-boo. Like, can I curse on here?
Yes. Yeah.
And like, I'm just tired of being in this boo-boo ass school. Like, I love Welch. Like, it was great. Like, no disrespect to Welch.
Yeah.
But just growing up and like not having like, oh, we got the gym where it's like you would slide on the floor. Like there was no grip on the gym. You had old jerseys. The PE room smelled like garbage. It was just like everything was all ran through. Yeah. So the minute they were like, yo, man, we got a new school, new books, new tile, new floor, new every.
You're
I was like, man, I'm going.
Yeah.
So luckily, I got accepted. Like I applied for like Lamar and some couple other schools, but I didn't get accepted. So when I got the acceptance letter, I was like, oh man, I'm gone. And so I just went. And I didn't really think like.
For what grade? For freshman?
Yeah, from 9th to 12th I went.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I was waking up early, bro. I was like,
was it worth it for you?
Yes. I'll tell you like this. If you have a kid, bro, well, y'all got kids, obviously.
Yeah.
High school, to me, in my opinion, is what dictates the rest of your life. Because it's really what molded me as a person and made me who I am today. It's where I discovered rap. It's where I discovered b-boying. It's where I discovered girls. Like, everything that really mattered in my life, I discovered in high school. And it's because I went to a better high school than I probably should have.
Yeah.
That I wasn't like into a bunch of dumb negative ass shit. Like it was a bunch of shit for me to do. Like extracurricular, like I was trying to get busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you were like a good ass student?
No. I was just there, like
the environment itself was good.
It was incredible. You know what I mean?
It's like you're getting the opportunities are being placed in front of you. If you don't take advantage, then it's on you.
Yes, and it was, bro. They had like water polo. They had like more like things that you can do. It was new textbooks, new gym. So even the feeling of being there was like cooler. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just treated it as such. You know what I mean? So I really appreciated them 4 years. And I did a lot of stuff in them 4 years that, like, I appreciated. Yeah. In high school, like, I ended up going to, like, the Apollo Theater and, like, battling, like, in my 9th grade summer. Because I ended up going to this school and just fell in love with rap. I was just seeing people rap. And it just kept going and kept going. But that really changed my life going to that high school.
Yeah.
For real.
That's what made you want to, like, start the rap career.
Yeah, and I always tell, like, I tell myself, I tell other people, like, sometimes I think, like, if I would have went to the zone school that I was supposed to go to, man, shit would have been a lot different. Because I would have went with my homeboys. I would have probably got into a lot of dumbass shit. There wasn't really a lot of opportunity there. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody that I knew that went to that school really wasn't becoming shit. So, I mean, no disrespect to them. You know, it's just, if you have a kid, dog, like, that shit is important. You know what I mean? And I know it because at that age, that's where I fell into whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you think that, because, I mean, okay, you say, like, were you getting in trouble and stuff at all? Like, or were you kind of, like, falling for stuff?
Everybody gets.
I didn't get in trouble.
I mean, not in
literally,
but yeah, like,
but not in the sense. I mean, there's levels of getting in trouble, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, you know, we used to, you know, knock on people's doors. You know, we stole bikes. We used to always, you know, we probably smoked when we wouldn't. We had house parties when we shouldn't. Yeah. I mean, there was things that we did, like, obviously.
That's part of, like, growing up.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like the regular
if you're
shit.
not, I mean, nowadays it's probably different because, you know, people on their tablets and, you know, you got social media. But we were outside, bro. We were like outside, like scraping our knees type stuff. Yeah, so, you know, it was just more stuff to get into for us. You know what I mean? And then, you know, going to that school, obviously, it just provided a lot of, like, extra stuff. Like, after school, I wasn't even riding my bus home like everybody else. I would stay at the school and either have basketball practice or, like, I fell into b-boying or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And I was just at school till literally, like, 6 or 7 at night. And then my mom would have to, like, drive from Indiana, which was like the medical center, all the way through that motherfucker, down Bel Air till she hit straight down Holcomb till it turned to Bel Air, all the way down till you hit Highway 6, bust that right, go past Richmond, Westheimer, all that, to Briar Forest, hook a right, boom, I'm right there.
And she was okay with it?
Because you were the opportunity. Yeah. Like, I could have been doing some foul shit. Yeah. But I wasn't.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a sister. My sister's good though. Like, she wasn't into trouble and stuff like that. She ended up going to Coast Guard and, like, you know, she became a good. She's great. You know what I mean? Right?
And do you have kids?
No. My dad wants me to have kids. I'm not really like.
You don't think you ever want kids?
I can't say that. I don't think anybody's ever ready to have a kid.
Yeah, nobody's ready.
I think, you know, you can prepare, but you're just not ready. You know what I mean? So I don't know. If it ever happens, it happens. I just been going as many years as I can just with, you know, the music thing.
What makes you happy?
Music.
No, I'm saying, like, you're going with whatever makes you happy, like, which is the music, right?
Yeah. Like, and to be honest with you, I think that's, like, the only thing I really know how to do decent. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we all try to hoop, go to play football, do soccer. And we're all kind of decent. You know what I mean?
Not me.
You know, I mean, but you probably have, like, a certain thing that you're good at. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, we all have something that we're good at. And I think that, you know, I may not be, like, the most phenomenal rapper, but it's something that I enjoy doing. So I may not be the biggest or the smallest, but I enjoy it. Like I wake up and I'm like, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
And it's better than me clocking in somewhere that I don't enjoy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
So what was the thing that sparked the music interest?
You weren't shy to like
like were you a quiet kid?
Yeah, nah. I would say like I'm very antisocial even now. Like it's funny to say that because I have to rap. But even in that school, going to that school, man, it's crazy. I had to go to public speaking class. And that class was like a, you know what they call them? What's an extra class? Like what they call them? Like a
college class?
No,
like a class you ain't supposed to take, but
like
they
enrichment or something.
Oh,
electives?
Yeah, an elective.
Yeah.
Okay, so public speaking was an elective.
Oh, okay.
And they taught you like, okay, well, you're gonna have to stand up in front of your class and speak in front of your class. Yeah. But you're gonna start off with like a table in front of you, like a stand-up booth. You know what I mean? And then by the end of the year, we're gonna take the podium away. So you learn to like have to stand. So you gotta like it almost teaches you almost like how to rap and command a room, because you're sitting there trying to like talk to your homeboys and your friends without looking stupid, because you feel dumb at first. Yeah. So it's almost like it trained you to kind of get ready for something else.
Man, and isn't it crazy? Because I remember I took speech, which is kind of similar to that, and I hated when it was my turn to go up there. Like I dread that. A
lot of people do. A lot of people don't like speaking up, and that's the thing. Like it's more of us we're tripping. Like nobody's even thinking what we're thinking, but they're like we're thinking it. You know, we're like, oh man, I look crazy, but you don't look crazy. You know what I mean?
They're probably like not wanting to go up there next after you.
That's
what they're thinking about.
They're not thinking.
They're like, fuck, once he's done, I'm next.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what they're thinking. Like, man, don't call me.
Nobody's looking.
And you're there like, fuck, they're just laughing at you.
Grabbing your hands and shit, like.
It's kind of crazy, because I remember I took speech too, and then I was like, well, how do you stand then? Like, because if you're like this, or if you're like this, everybody like they're gonna be like, oh, don't talk with your hands, and I'm just like, well, I mean, that's just how.
Where do I put my hands?
Yeah, well, so they're like, just put on. I don't know how to do it. Even now, I'm just gonna move my hands.
Well, the good thing about rap is like while you're on stage, you have to move. So
you gotta
it's
move.
like it's a constant like, all right, well, I don't just have to stand here and look crazy. Like I'm gonna be doing something. So I think it kind of like helped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it paired up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And so who was like, whenever you did like get into music and everything, what was like, or who were you listening to, or what? Who did you see rapping that made you kind of, or did b-boying come before that, or what?
I was actually, man, growing up, who can I say I was the first? I used to have some friends on like another street, and they were bumping like Bone Thugs and Harmony. And then after that, one of my friends had like Lil Kiki, 3 a.m. I was bumping the Brat. Man, I always tell this story about like the Brat was like one of the first female MCs that I was bumping, but I almost like took her like a dude. Like I was like, man, she's killing it, and I was bumping her tapes heavy. Yeah. So Funkify was on my playlist really tough, and then once I was kind of into rap, I got into like Mos Def, Talib Kweli, like Ruckus, like a bunch of East Coast rap, and I think without me even knowing, it was helping me develop a style, and I was just like listening to the music, but I wasn't really trying to rap.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, I would listen to rap, but then I would jump on a school bus and I would start to see rap with my eyes. And so I would have homeboys that would rap on the back of the school bus. And I would like listen to them, and I was like, okay, so now I'm starting to see it with my eyes, like, okay, this shit is tight. You know what I mean? Like I heard of rap, but I've never seen it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, man, I want to do this shit. And I'm like, well, how do I do it? So I'm going home and I'm practicing, and I'm trash. Number one, I'm garbage. But I'm like trying to develop a style, and I'm listening to like, the Fat Pats and the Pimp C's and the Southern music and the East Coast music, and it's kind of like helping me, like I said, develop this style. So I'm listening to them, seeing what they're doing, and then one time I go to school, I want to say it was my 9th grade year. Yeah, it was my 9th grade year for sure. I had a homeboy that passed away. His name was Leonard Carter. Rest in peace, Leonard Carter. I seen him demolish a guy at the lunch table for the first time of like a rap battle, and the response that he got was like the cafeteria was like lifted off his feet. It was crazy. It was like one of those like, I want to do that. You know what I mean? So I went with that moment, went home, studied, and in that summer, like I went to my first rap battle, and I ended up going to like the Apollo and like crushing it. You know what I mean? So it taught me a lot, and that's kind of like how I developed the style and just did all that.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Dang,
It
that's
was
pretty cool. Like, I feel like it's cool that you were able to listen to it, and then, like you said, and then you started seeing it, and then you started like everything transitioned slowly, and you just didn't say I'm gonna rap, and then you just started like.
You don't never know. Like, I'm not like, I didn't wake up and be like, I want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you don't really know. At first, I was like b-boying. But b-boying is like is an element of hip-hop. And for real hip-hop people, there's 4 elements. You know, there's graffiti, there's DJing, MCing, you know what I mean? And my brain messed up. I can't even think of the 4th one.
And breaking.
And breaking.
Yeah, you missed breaking.
I'm tripping. So that's the 4 elements. Yeah. And so going to places like the YA, those also like showed me like, okay, there's all these elements, and then for some reason I started b-boying, but rap just made me just gravitate to it.
Yeah.
And then I just started rapping, dog, just seeing it.
Did you ever break dance?
Yeah. So what's crazy is I went to high school in 2000. I played basketball that year, and then the next year, going into 10th grade, I fell into b-boying. So like 9th grade, I'm playing basketball, but after school, like I said, I'm staying for basketball. Mm-hmm. But then in the gymnasium, there's like a dance room. So I'm like walking around, I'm seeing these people b-boying in a room playing this hip hop music. They're jamming James Brown, all this different stuff. So I'm walking in there seeing what they're doing, and they're going off. So I'm like, man, what is this? What's going on? So while I'm like listening to rap, basketball, I'm watching them b-boy, so I fall into that. 10th grade year comes around, I'm so cool with the dance teacher from just staying there. She's like, you should just join, b-boying. And I'm like, no, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So she convinced me to do it. And dog, I'm literally in basketball one day, like, I don't know if it's before school, after school, I can't remember. Dog, while we were like running track, the coach lines us up, we get all in like, the line to get ready to go in. Man, this woman comes out the door, she gives my coach the paper. Mm-hmm. And he gets the paper, he looks at it, he goes, Gennaro? And I'm like, oh, shit. And so I'm like, yeah. He goes, you've been transferred. He goes, so you're gonna be a dancer. And I was like, oh, man. And so like he embarrassed me in front of like all these basketball dudes. Yeah. But it was cool because like I went into the room, got through that year, and then slowly but surely like rap kind of like was just taking over.
Still there.
Yeah, it just never went away. It just never went away. So like me practicing rapping and getting into b-boying, it like almost fueled rap. You know what I'm saying? It like brought me into more hip hop. You know what I mean? And so that just like led one thing into another. And so, boom, I just started, I was like, I don't know, it just made me be like, I would go to the YA for b-boying and just listen to the rap stuff and then listen to my homeboy rap. And then by a combination, I was like, I just want to rap.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I have a question, though. Like, you're Mexican, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was going to rewind and say, so what's your first name?
Genaro. My middle name is Tomas. My last name is Garza.
Garza.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Genaro, Tomas Garza. Oh, that's why it's GT.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think like...
No, it's cool. I don't have like
a crazy like...
Because I was just coming up and rap. I was like, I don't have a good like, what am I going to call myself?
Yeah. But that's pretty cool though. Like,
yeah.
At
first it was GT, and then... DJ Kool-Aid, who was at the Chopaholics at the time, man, a long time ago, he was like, man, you should throw Garza in the back of your name to, identify yourself. Yeah. And I didn't really think it was going to be like, oh, it was going to be, let people know that I'm Mexican. And, yeah. But it did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
wait, but are you mixed?
No. My mom is from Galveston. Her mom is from Galveston, but they're Mexican and Spaniard. My dad is full-blown Mexican. They're from Laredo. So all his family is straight from the border. So I'm kind of light, I guess, from my mom's side.
And then your eyes are colored.
Yeah.
So
I was honestly thought you were like a yellow bone.
No. No.
But then I'm thinking like, I know back in the day, like people were like rapping of all races type shit, right? But did you ever get looked at like, oh, cause you look white, bro?
Man, no. So
I don't think he looks
my mom.
Yeah, I mean, you would be able to tell, like, oh, nah.
My mom calls me Widow.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that.
A lot of my family that like is probably my not like my dad's side of cousins, but like certain people that like are my family. They used to always call me like Widow, or be like, oh bro, you look really white. I got that always.
But they never like pulled that card on you like, oh, I was trying to rap.
No,
like.
because I think when I was battling, I think if you just saw me and was like, oh, you're just Mexican, like it just was a basic Mexican bar of like, oh, you eat beans and tacos. Like it's more of like they just want to say that, you know what I mean? It's not really like
some stereotypical shit.
Yeah, they didn't really give it much thought of like, oh, let me break him really down. You know what I mean? It's like, nah.
Wow, I was really thrown off. Like I honestly, I was gonna ask you that. I was just
no,
like,
okay, so I grew up off of 100 West Airport in a predominantly black neighborhood. So it was me and another family that were the only like Latin family in that neighborhood. So, growing up, it's my dialect, how I move, how I talk. I just grew up on that side.
Yeah.
So that's all that I've known.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can see that.
So,
that happened to his cousins too.
So it's just how I move. And so when people hear me rap sometimes, they either don't know that I'm Mexican or like, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you speak Spanish at all?
From time to time, I can get away with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in conversation, I'll talk to somebody until they lose me. Then I'm like, no. Because
so you can understand it?
Yes. And then if you get like super like deep in the conversation, you're going to lose me for sure.
Yeah.
I can keep up for a little bit. And then like slowly but surely. And that's what I'm saying. Like somebody will talk to me. And then the minute they go like, huh? I'm like, oh, wait. No. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
So I try to like, talk as much as I can, but I like if I know it's gonna get me in trouble or something, I won't say shit.
Yeah. So what's your favorite dish?
Favorite dish? Man, I don't know, dog. There's a lot of good dishes. So when I went to El Paso, I'm really strict with my menudo. Like it has to be really good. Like I have to have it has to be good, dog.
I don't like menudo.
Yeah, I don't like menudo.
It's good. KP Crystal put me on a good menudo spot. There's a good Mexican restaurant here off of Richmond in Alabama called Chapultepec. It's really good. It's open like 24 hours. It's really great. I go there all the time. You know what I mean?
And then that's crazy because KP and DS, they put us. We went to El Paso, so we drove from here to LA.
Don't tell me they put y'all on the Chico.
No. I asked them. I'm like, oh, where's that at? And then she's like, nah, you don't want to go there because
you're gonna get the runs.
Yeah, you're gonna get the runs, and you still gotta drive. So, but they're like, oh, if you like flautas, you should go to this one spot. Mm-hmm. And so we went there, and that shit was good as fuck.
The one that flautas de carne. Like the meat
it had like
flautas.
Meat.
I don't know, but like they got a bunch of spots.
It's like their special dish. I don't know what I forgot.
Because they were like, oh, you could go to this birria spot or you can go to this flauta spot. But the birria spot
closed.
But and see, I'm real so like when I leave Texas and I go to other states, their fajita is not the same cut. It's not. Like their asada and stuff. Like like fajita to them is their asada. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really the same.
They use like that steak, like it's a
so when you ask for fajita, they're like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, it's funny because whenever I met him, my family's Salvadorian and su family is de Mexico. So whenever they were gonna have like carne asada or like fajita, when I ate it, I was like, "This is different from what my family cooks."
Yeah, because you get all the marinated stuff. Right?
Yeah, we get
They get the red one.
The pre-marinate.
Yeah, pre-marinated.
Okay,
one.
That's the one my family like normally gets.
Which I haven't had that in a long ass time.
I know.
Thinking about it.
I want some. And then they get like a steaks.
Like and then they season them themselves.
Yeah.
So, but it's a.
So y'all had like a culture clash when y'all had meals and stuff.
Not. I mean, it was just like at first it was just like, oh, I try her food and then she tries like our food, right?
The only shit I cannot eat is borrego chivo or whatever.
Yeah, borrego.
Because his dad killed one.
And I don't even know what that is.
It's like a
lamb.
Lamb, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, lamb's not bad.
Yeah, he killed it and he sent me a picture.
Like gyro, that's what lamb is, right?
Yeah, I never had that actually though.
You never ate lamb before?
No. Well, it's because like we eat it, but I stopped eating it as I got older.
But I don't know, era como asado de. Like asado, or it was like red sauce.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's because what turned her off was like my dad killing it, like,
and like
when we go to Mexico, and then like they got it
down, like taking the skin off, and I'm just like, I don't want to see that. And
then, now you gotta eat it.
Yeah, because then I was gonna have to eat it. Well, so then he literally sends me a picture of the freaking dead animal without skin.
Yeah, no, and then my tia, she had chickens and everything. We went over there and she was taking care of us. And I said it. I think I said it on the podcast before. But she had a chicken. She's like, "Oh, y'all want chicken, right?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, we'll take some chicken." So she went. She called us over. We went outside and she grabbed one by the neck and she kind of like twisted it like this and she put it down like on a rock and then she just like chopped the head off. I seen that, bro, and then the chicken was like opening its mouth, like the head.
Oh my god!
She took it inside. She like took the feathers off, and she's like, "I'll call y'all when it's ready." Bro,
what's ready?
The chicken, and then she's like, "All right,
done.
Dinner's ready." And then we're like there looking at the chicken, bro, and I was like,
That's
I
crazy.
did not want to eat it, dude.
See, we Salvadorians don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't want to eat it.
Well, there's a reason why like they make the food in the back.
Yeah,
And we like, and we
Yeah.
sit in the front. It's because we don't want to see that.
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was kind of crazy, honestly.
Have you ever tried pupusas?
I think so. Empanadas for sure.
Yeah,
What is a pupusa actually?
It's like a gordita, but instead it's a little bit
it's a
different.
Salvadorian.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, it's made of chicharron.
Man, I eat Jamaican food. I eat Mexican
So
food.
you're not piquero.
Chinese food.
What's your favorite overall?
Well, it's gonna be
Don't
like.
tell me it's like pho.
Nah, I don't like
Okay.
pho. Like
I don't like it either.
I'm not like a pho guy. I would say my top choice is gonna be like a Mexican, Chinese food, obviously, and like a Jamaican for sure.
Jamaican,
like a
I've
good
never had
jerk
that.
bro.
I was gonna say jerk chicken. I heard it's good.
Rice,
water
peas,
sitting
gravy, cabbage, plantains. Eat it. It's gonna be
Are
amazing.
the plantains sweet or
Yeah, same kind of plantains.
Salvadorian sweet?
Yeah, Latin folks eat. It's basically the same. It's grilled up. It's great.
I just ate some.
And they call it
plátanos.
rice and peas, but it's rice and beans. It's just
Oh,
what they
okay,
call it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's good, man. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, with that being said, we don't want to make y'all hungry. We're going to go on a quick break.
Yes, sir.
Through the back. We're going around the back. It's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Bro, big old mountains, but it's like so much white snow, dog. I'm like, I can't even see. Like, it's so bright. And we're like, what? And it was so cold that, so our hotel was like, man, it was probably, okay.
But isn't it scary, though? Because the mountains, you have to drive and whatnot.
The worst part is when you get that little sheet of like black ice. That's the worst,
What's
dog.
black ice?
Like, it's like, you really can't see it, but it's there, right?
Okay, so you ever seen videos of people like when it's cold and they step on some ice going down their stairs
Oh, yeah,
and
and
it's
they're
like
just like-
super slippery?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever your car gets onto some black ice, it's just gonna float. Like you can't steer.
You can't do nothing.
You're just like you're gone, bro. So you're just like shh. So like we're going under, like, you know, you're driving down the interstate and you gotta go under the underpass, so you're under freeway. So every time we go under a freeway, there's still, the sun hasn't melted the ice. So it's literally like you go under the freeway and you're just like shoo, like you're like skidding across, bro.
Yeah.
And we literally
You've played Super Mario, right?
Yes.
You know, whenever it gives you that little bump, that's how it was.
yeah, it feels like you're just like skiing or something, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. And so we trying to get to our room, and bro, we literally like slid to our room, like to the hotel. We like
Yeah.
slid, and then once it like stopped, we're just like, man, park it right here, and we just parked it right there, bro, because you can't like move on it. You
Yeah.
can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Oh hell no! I feel like you could just push the car then.
But then
it's
if you
so-
push it, then there's no way like you can control where it's
Yeah,
going.
it's so cold. Like, first of all, you don't even want to get outside. And then, like, if you push it, it's just going to go.
Yeah.
And then you have to hope then it's going to stop. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a whole crazy environment.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
nah, because I seen the videos where like the cars like they're driving on this road and then they like bump into each other and then they just don't stop. They go as a
Yeah,
group.
they can't
Yeah.
control it. They're just
Damn,
like,
what happens
float.
with that? Like insurance and all that shit.
I mean,
guess.
I think where
That's kinda
every
crazy.
state has different like
Man, I would hate that. Like it's just like
limits and
normal
stuff
and
like
shit.
that.
you
Yeah,
know?
like I feel like in Chicago, whenever they have really bad like the weather when it's snowing, I feel like it's normal for them.
you know,
Well,
like
and- Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like like a normal day in Chicago, like a normal cold day is probably like the freeze here.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Most
I didn't
likely.
know what the fuck was going on over here.
But
Like,
when you're on the road, like, you can never tell what the weather's going to be until you, like, get in that area.
I know. So when we went to LA, we saw a bunch of the what are they called? Like the little tornadoes.
Oh,
Cyclones?
like little cyclones,
Little dust storms and stuff?
Yeah,
Dude,
little dirt
a
devils.
lot. And then we saw one like cross the street, like
Yeah, I thought that was wild. I was never seeing, bro. That's why I like driving over there. It was just cool, you know.
like like in a movie.
Got somewhere to be.
Oh, and you know what we saw? We saw a fucking what are those things?
Tumbleweed.
A tumbleweed.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
never
Cross
seen a
the
tumbleweed in
street,
my
too.
life.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
I was like,
That's how that's that dry area.
I was like,
boy.
that's some
Y'all-
cartoon
That's
shit.
like Albuquerque.
Yeah, yeah.
Like y'all out there.
oh, but
Dude.
what was crazy is that we left Houston. We drove through Arizona like nighttime, right?
We or me?
That's wild.
Oh, she did.
Me, I did.
Wild.
But anyway, we get to LA, and LA is like 60s, 70s, and I'm like, damn, it's fucking cold out here. We went to the beach. It was fucking cold.
We didn't take
Yeah,
any
dog.
like jackets.
And
We
so
didn't take
on
anything.
the way back, I'm just like looking at like the temperature on the car, and I'm like, all right, it's 60s, 70s, and then we get to Arizona, and then it gets like 110. I stopped to put gas, and I'm fucking melting, bro.
Damn.
Like under the little roof thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
it gets
That's
hot
straight
as fuck.
desert, dog.
And you know how he told you that I had to drive at night because I was trying to give him some rest, right?
Yeah.
It was right after we left like KP's
Oh
place.
yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we stopped at KP's. We met her up at the studio. We chilled. We went to go eat. He went to put gas, and then I drove. And then tell
rest of the
me
day.
why the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me why I get a fucking detour to like a one road, one way come, like it was like this.
Oh no.
I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, if somebody.
Especially at night.
Yeah, I'm like, man, if somebody falls asleep
Oh, and our son was awake.
and my son was awake.
The craziest thing, like when you drive at night, I always see like when you're driving at night, you always see like deers. You can see their eyes when they turn.
Oh,
it,
I
they,
was
like,
not looking.
They get like gray in the headlights. You know, they
Yeah.
like how dog eyes get.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that shit trips me the hell out, dog. One time we were in Austin, and I swear, man, this deer, I feel like he saw us and was like, "Oh, y'all gonna try to pass me?" Because my friend was driving, but like he turns this way to get towards the other side of the lane because he knows like, all right, this deer is gonna come this way, bro.
Yeah.
Right when we passed the deer up, he like jumps and hits the back of the car, and I was like, there is no way this deer just came and hit us. Like, what is he doing? I know
Yeah.
he sees us,
Yeah.
and it hit the car. And we kept driving, and bro, we just kept going. Boom. I was like, bro, I ain't never want to drive at night ever again. You know what I mean? It's the
Yeah.
worst.
I was
Nah,
scared.
my homeboy, right, Migo?
Oh yeah, amigo.
Dog, like he had a 300. Well, I don't
nice
even know it was right, that one. He had a white 300, and he posted a picture one day, and then a whole ass deer like hit him. I think it went through his windshield.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I'm
Dude,
like,
it was like
hell no.
super crazy.
I'm like, this shit's wild.
No,
Like,
honestly, me, I'm a little chicken shit, especially at nighttime. And if I'm driving, I'm not looking to my sides. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I don't like
I'm
driving
not-
at night. Driving
like,
at night is
uh-uh.
not for me.
Yeah, no. So
Definitely.
then we had to pull over, but we wanted to get out of because KP had said they had told us, right, like don't stay here, drive to this other location,
Yeah.
and get a rest stop or
once you're
hotel
over
there.
there, stop there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like so pressured to get to that point because I was so scared.
And then I'm saying when you're driving, a lot of driving, bro, you start to feel crazy on the road, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Dog.
Yeah.
You feel crazy.
Yeah, I felt crazy. Well, I think it was more you. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
He was tired.
I don't even. Sometimes, bro, I get flashbacks. Like I'll be like chilling. I'll be chilling here, and I'm just like, damn, we fucking drove all the way over there.
Yo,
We're
bro,
crazy.
when I took a no-dose on the road trying to stay up, and bro, when I'm looking at the road, I'm just feeling like, I feel wild. Then I get home after the trip, and my whole day is ruined. Like, I'm sleeping crazy. Like, I just feel weird. I'm not eating right. Like, the whole day is wasted.
because you're getting nothing but snacks on the road.
Yeah.
and
You know what?
it's
You know
like-
what I don't get? Cause my brother, he's a truck driver. I'm gonna ask him this because he's gonna come on the podcast. But he's a truck driver. He's like, before we went to LA, he's like, oh, you want some of my, what do you say? My
The-
magic toothpicks. Have you
Yeah.
heard of that? So like truck drivers, they have these toothpicks. I don't know what's in them. I don't know what, but like, and then I look and I'm like, what are they? And he's like, oh, I can't tell you. And I'm like, well.
Anything, anybody
Bro.
says that.
So I'm like looking them up like on TikTok, on Google, and it's just like truck drivers, and they're like,
Oh,
oh,
like a
God,
caffeine toothpick. Or
I don't
something?
know. They don't say. They never say. They never say what it is, but they'll pop in a toothpick and they're like good for the rest of the night. So
That's
I'm
that
just,
cocaine toothpick.
bro. I don't know. I
Dude,
don't,
that's crazy. I
It's a
told him, I was
Yankee
like,
Doodle.
and then they were like, why didn't y'all put y'all's truck on cruise control? we've never taken fucking road trips, and I didn't even know cruise control was a
First
thing.
of all, I don't really agree with cruise control because
What happened to you with cruise control?
Nothing at all.
He put cruise control on the black ice.
That would be funny as hell. Nothing though. It's just I feel like I would get so comfortable. I kind of like would forget like, oh shit,
Like, oh shit, I was supposed to like
I'm
drive.
supposed to press the brake right now.
I'm driving.
I never put it in cruise control.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Never.
I don't think I would have felt comfortable either, just because I don't know. I feel like we had our son. Props to him because he did so well for that long ass drive on the way and on the way back.
That's amazing.
That I was just like, damn.
So you're not driving self-drive on like during a Tesla?
No,
Like in a Tesla? You don't trust it?
Never in life.
How
Never in
is
life.
it? The Tesla, is it worth it?
I've never even been in a Tesla to let it self-drive me, but I'm not going to like ever let it drive me. It just feels crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on the news they have all them like robot cars like getting all crazy, and so it's like, I don't know.
Well, I've seen a lot of Teslas like malfunction. Like,
Yeah, I'm just not ready to let something else kind of like get me there. I kind of like,
are you like on the verge?
I want to just control my stuff.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like to have like I like press the brake when I know it needs to be pressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
I mean,
Think
I
you could do it.
want to get back to the music, right? But since we're like on the subject, that Elon Musk is like the Tesla guy, right? They just said that he's gonna start doing like the first Neuralink. Have you seen that? They're doing like a chip on human people, like on human
man.
people, on humans, and it might bring back like if somebody's paralyzed, like they'll be able to like walk and shit. Like,
For real?
yeah, dude. But I don't know. I mean, if you're already like kind of like, I'm not driving a Tesla, like the self-drive. Imagine putting a fucking like a chip in your brain. It's kind of wild, right?
Oh man, who knows nowadays, man? I mean,
No.
I don't doubt it. I'm pretty sure technology is
yeah.
gonna.
I was gonna say technology is crazy. I just don't think I'd want to be one of the first to try any of that.
Not in this lifetime, but in a few, man, we're gonna be robots, dog. I promise you,
I don't
dog.
know,
When
bro.
you talk about one microchip, that microchip in 100 years gonna be your whole head, dog.
Have you seen
Yeah.
do you see movies?
Like, do you watch movies?
Do you watch
Yes,
movies?
yes,
Are you familiar with Marvel?
yes.
We're gonna be like Nebula.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Technology definitely has impacted us to the point where it's like you can't escape it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah. So I feel like there was a time where technology wasn't like needed for the kids, right? It was like, oh, don't give him the iPad, don't give him that, don't give him this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like now it's a big thing where it's like them using
Like, they
technology,
need it,
they're
yeah.
gonna
What's
learn.
crazy is if you really think about it, like the little Neuralink is one thing, but like we've kind of already had like technology, like these heart monitors people have, like these the valves that they have, like
Yeah.
these surgery things that tell you like that's already like artificial technology or something in your body saving your life. So I think like it's just going to another level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in a way, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, there's people out there with, like, some sort of machine inside of them.
Yeah, already.
wild.
That's wild. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
kind of wild.
And I just think it's gonna go to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Yeah.
just evolve into who knows, bro. RoboCop.
Fuck. All right, back to the music.
No, I was gonna say before we go back into music, since you've traveled a lot, what's been one of your your favorite spots to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to, or like if you want to take a break and you want to travel?
I
where-
like Colorado a lot.
Did you
Because
ever get Did you get sick with the difference in?
it's a little harder to breathe out there. The air is really thin, but they really have beautiful scenery. The food out there is good. Obviously, the weather's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seattle, love Seattle. I was telling about Seattle.
I want to go there,
It's so nice out in Seattle.
but it rains a lot, no?
Yeah, it just depends on when you're trying to get there. Like you'll catch a good week, man. It's great out there. Like it's not cold, it's not hot, it's nice. I like Seattle. So Washington's tight. Denver's tight. Different places in Texas are tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's like a bunch of landscapes and different things you can like shoot
Yeah.
videos
Yeah.
and different like rural areas and stuff like that.
That's true.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, because he said he likes Starbucks a lot. And then over there in Seattle is like the
It's
first,
they got the
original
first Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah, they got the original Starbucks in Seattle. So it's always packed, man. When we go out there, I try to go, but man, you're not getting no coffee.
So what's your Starbucks drink?
A vanilla blonde latte.
So what is that?
It's like an espresso drink.
So it wakes you up.
Man, does it?
So tomorrow it doesn't.
It does.
Oh, it does. Tomorrow, I'm very like I get intimidated with like the menu.
I think it has like 2 or 3 shots of espresso. I'm not
Have
really
you
sure.
have you ever heard of man? I always ask the undertow.
Undertow.
And undertow is like
menu.
a shot of espresso, and then it's like milk, and then like a flavor of like vanilla or whatever flavors they got.
So it's like just a shot.
It's a shot. So they give it to you, and you, as soon as you get it, you got to take it. And then it's like hot at first, and then the milk kind of cools it because it's like
it's layered.
It's layered in a way. So it's like the shot and then like a layer of milk.
I'm not there yet. Hold on.
But I don't know.
He doesn't even.
So
order
that's
from
like
Starbucks.
not even on the menu.
It's
so it's
not on
like
the menu.
I've always wanted to try it, but I don't want to go and look dumb because it's not on the
Man,
menu.
you try it, bro.
Bro, I don't.
Now
I'm
I'm
fucking
gonna-
scared.
you know
though.
what would-
I'm gonna go through a drive-through with a ski mask and
No,
just be
the,
like, can I get
the
a?
way to go about it is. Oh,
Hey,
I
I've
saw
never
it
been
on
here.
TikTok. Is it true?
Yeah,
No,
but then
just try it.
I feel like that's what they'll be like. Oh, we got a TikTok
Look,
guy. Like,
if I work for Starbucks, my job is to take your order, dog. Order that shit.
You want the undertow? Let me give it to you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll see. Maybe
You know
I'll
what I
get
mean?
it
They
to
be
him.
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I like
They're not gonna say
I
that.
was like, I'm out, bro. Hell no.
He can't leave because there's cars in front of him.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If somebody be like, man, we don't got that. I'd be like, dang, I just dip. You right.
Yeah.
I probably would be like, really.
And then now you gotta wait in line, bro.
Yeah.
It happens at Jack's so fucking much. It's annoying. Like at Jack, Jack in the Box. We want to get the potato wedges like with the spicy
The loaded
sauce.
wedges.
Yeah.
The loaded wedges. And
We're
then-
in there, bro. I'm in there for 20 minutes, and then I get to the little box. It's all shot up and shit down the street, and then I'm like, "Hey, y'all got the loaded potato wedges?" They're like, "Nah, we don't have them right now."
And Rolling is so pissed, and he's like, "All right, let's go." And I'm like,
There's nothing else to
I
get.
know, like, damn, dude.
I used to get it at Jack in the Box. I got a good egg roll. Jack in the Box had a good
Egg rolls? I never had egg rolls.
Oh, they did. Do they still have it?
They still got them. They're a good egg roll. Jack
I
in the
get
Box.
the churros. The mini churros.
The egg roll is good, but I think Jack in the Box has the best curly fries, hands down.
It's good. They're good
Nobody's
as fuck.
curly fries really
They have-
messes
yeah.
with Jack in
I'm
the
trying to
Box.
think about
But
somebody.
you know
else.
why I feel like it's like that? Because I feel like we grew up on that.
Well,
you know?
that's true. Arby's got a curly fry, but it's still not messing with Jack in the Box. Like,
They still have Arby's?
yeah,
Wait,
not,
which is the one that they closed?
No, the you're talking about the star one, the Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr. They
Carl's-
closed
Well,
that
here-
one. They
here,
closed
I
it
think.
here.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Well, I've
I've
never
only
been.
seen one, and then
I never really liked Carl's Jr.
I've never been, so I
I've
don't
never
know.
been.
Yeah, it's not that great.
I'm a chicken nugget girl.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Have you been to Trill Burgers?
No, I haven't been.
You haven't been?
Nah, I need to go.
Yeah. You're cool with Bumby?
I've met him a
Like,
couple times.
You met him
yeah.
a couple times?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I think he's there like most of the time. I don't know.
Man, I'm sure it's good. I like eating burgers. Man, I'm a food guy, man. I like food.
We need
man.
to connect you with our Houston foodies.
Yeah, man. Let's go eat.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Bro, I want to
she
do an
knows some
episode with
good
her.
spots.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah. No, I want to do an episode with her. Like, her thing.
Like like us going to the restaurant.
Yeah, like you ever seen those like the foodies around Houston? Like
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
Yeah, we had her on. She's like, and then she's like connected with the Astros and everything, right?
Man,
Yeah.
they need like a top 10 list so we can go eat at the top 10 spots, man.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Yeah. Well, I think if it needs to be like this is the top 10 Mexican, Italian,
Anything.
And
you
then
know,
we
because-
just hit them up.
Yeah, I need to go.
and go to the number one on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. But man, all right, let's get back to the music, dog, because we're like talking about.
Well, I was gonna
we're
say, do you want to take off the headphones? Because we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can take them off.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like it was bothering you.
Yeah.
They're bothering the fuck out of me. I don't know why. Like we're wearing
Maybe
these
they're
for a
on-
long time,
I don't know what it is.
but maybe it's just because they sit on the ear.
Not on mine. Not on. Y'all probably have big heads. 'Cause mine are like.
And they're not
covered.
adjustable. These came with the mics.
Yeah,
dog.
they
Yeah,
came with
yeah.
the mics.
Yeah, if
I
y'all
mean,
want
they're not
these,
bad.
like we got them on the Amazon.
If y'all want to sponsor some, let us know.
Yeah,
Right?
hell yeah, Sony or
It
the
sound
whole-
good though. The mic sounds
Yeah,
good.
they do.
I think we got like the basic shit, but
Yeah,
they're
this-
good as fuck, you know.
I mean, we got the basic shit, but we're
Bro,
still 2 years
this
in.
is what-
Nah,
Yeah,
y'all
this
got
is-
it, man.
yeah.
It's good.
But real quick, like I want to talk about like the music. So, do you think that when people, let's say somebody doesn't know you, right, and they start listening to your music, do you think they hear like a Houston sound, or is like, because you, I feel like you got like some rap, like you got bars type shit, and I don't feel like it sounds
Does
like
he
the
though?
regular.
Unless he wants to spit
This
some
GT
right now.
Garza right here.
He's like, no.
I mean, I hope they do. But I'm sure, like, well, from like the, I guess the like the way I talk, for sure, like certain Southern like terminologies, like they can tell, like, okay, I'm not from like a certain area. But I guess like a way that I rap would probably not consider like a Southern style.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I think a lot of people kind of rap dope in the South to where it's like, oh, you can't really tell where they're from. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So in the beginning, it probably started off like that. But right now, I think, you know what I mean?
You know, I was thinking about like the first time I heard of you. And the first time I heard of you was like you did like, well, around the time. I can't remember the first exact time. But around the time that I heard of you, you did like a freestyle. And I just looked up a video, and that was like posted like 14 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
So you did a 52 pickup freestyle, but I remember listening to one. It was like Lil Wayne on the hook. It was like Park Cave, something butter. Like,
wow, that's old.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's the first time. Like, that's for real. One of the first times that I'm like, oh, who's this dude? Like, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of tapes I think that were like in the streets that didn't make it digital. You know what I mean? That just weren't make it online, because we passed out like a lot of tapes back then. You know what I mean?
Did you have like a team?
More just like a bunch of homies of mine. Like we would just rap at, you know, our friend's house, and then you burn a CD with, you know, those freestyles, and then just go around, pass them around.
Isn't it crazy that now it's like not even a thing?
It's not a thing.
But do you still like that though? Do you when you drop tapes, do you have like physicals or not?
I try to have a couple physicals, at least because I know people appreciate the artwork. They appreciate just the nostalgia of it. You know, they can put it in their room, they can hang it, you know, in their house or something like that. So
Maybe you have one, give it to us so we can put it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down, bro.
Yeah, I used to collect a bunch of like other rapper CDs, so I know what, like if I were to give out my tape, you know, somebody wouldn't want it. Yeah. So to this day, like I'll try to press up a CD if I can, and you know, ship it out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? If they buy a shirt or some merchandise.
Yeah, like CD case and everything, or just like
yeah. So it'll be like an eco wallet. It'll be a book. It come with the CD front and back. I don't do like a paper tablet where you pull it out and it comes with like a poster and all that. It'll just be like the physical, like actual, like cover, front, back, CD and stuff like that.
Oh, that's hard. I kind of wish they would bring that shit back. Like, because like I'm on the graphic design side, so it's like
you'd want to see
being able to see that and people appreciate like the artwork.
People like they'll do like short, like some rappers will do short run of vinyl. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. But it just depends, like who it is. You know, like the Alchemist will do something like that. You know what I mean? And so even though a lot of people don't have vinyl players, they just still collect it.
Are you familiar with Harrisburg, the street?
The street. I've been down Harrisburg, but
okay, because there used to be like a store right in front of McDonald's. That the little shopping center. There used to be a store there that used to sell, like, it was a music store, and it had like a bunch of CDs, and I mean it's gone now, but I used to go there to get my music, which is like, it's wild how like everything changes. Like now it's gone.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You ain't lying. When I was in the car with KP a while back, they had a thing where it was like plug in the iPod, and I was like, an iPod, bro. That wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
An MP3, like.
Yeah, I mean, we still use MP3s in ways and for like music and stuff like that, just for when I email and transfer.
Just like files type.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
No, I had.
But there were like MP3 players.
Yeah,
I had an MP3
like
player before I had an iPod.
That's what I mean. Like that wasn't even that long ago. That's what I'm saying. Like an iPod.
They had Zunes. That's what it was. Like one of the players, the MP3 players, was like Zoom.
Yeah, they're like little handheld. I guess they used to libraries, like audio libraries.
Yeah, little libraries.
Like how was it that we went from like the cassettes, like where you could just put it, listen to the music, and then from the CD one?
That just shows you, man. Like technology doesn't take that long to like really evolve. You know what I mean? Like that was fast.
Is there something that you miss from back then that you wish that was still like going on now? Or do you like that technology is evolving?
I guess I kind of like how technology evolved because, you know, back in the day, like we were that fucking like.
I know, I said back in the day earlier. I was
but like, you know, like I guess when, you know, you had to like download music and it took like 3 to 5, even 10 minutes to get like one MP3. You know, you were downloading on like a Kazaa, BearShare, or like some kind of like, something like that. Like nowadays you kind of like damn, man, I just downloaded this that fast. Like you can literally download a whole video or movie to your phone.
Yeah.
You know,
kids get mad when it takes a couple seconds.
You know,
like, what the fuck is taking too long?
When I was first on the internet, dog, like it took us I couldn't even think about a whole movie. It wasn't a whole movie. Nah, man.
It's not doable.
You gotta take this 3 minute song.
I'll watch it next week. Shit.
Yeah, man. And so it's just seeing how like the small amount of time that it took just to evolve and do that. It's like just to say like by the time like we pass away in this next 100 years, like what's it gonna like? You know what I mean? Because think about this.
Yeah.
Your grandmother was probably born before the Depression. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
she went through the Depression. You know what I mean? And then her grandmother that's like 1800. That's like Western time. That's not that long ago.
It's not like if you put it in, it's
That's
not
like a couple lifetimes. That's not really that
like
long.
I'm gonna get up to like our son, he's gonna live to see shit that we don't.
Bro,
I can't even think about.
Who knows? Like
he's gonna be teleporting to school.
Yeah,
bro. I don't know.
Like, and so I mean, like technology is just so quick. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be wild, man.
Yeah, because I remember whenever you had the physical copies and everything, and I'd go to the store. I wasn't old enough to buy like the parental advisory ones or whatever, so I'd tell my mom to get them for me, right? And she'll,
Since I was born, there's probably about 10 to 20 things that do not exist anymore. You know what I mean? And it's just not music stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of little shit.
You know what I mean? So I know by the time I'm 80, oh man, it's gonna be whole.
Yeah.
But do you think, coming from like the business perspective, do you think the way it's evolving now benefits you more?
Yes.
Because it's quicker to get the stuff.
Everything is in your hands. Everything's accessible. It's all about your creativity. It's all about your hustle. It's all about what you can bring to the table as like yourself. And I think as long as you apply that, you're bound to end up with something. I don't think anybody that's ever put 10, 20, 30 years into something ended up with nothing. Unless you messed it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think anything that you put your mind to, you can do. It's just, where do you see yourself realistically being at the end of the day? Yeah. Sure, we all want to be on TV, be millionaires, and do all this extra. But realistically, like, where can you get in, fit in, and do what you need to do, and still be happy? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I think just let's say this: when y'all went to prom in high school,
he didn't take me.
Well,
just kidding.
When you went to prom or you didn't go to prom, did you go to prom? Yeah. Did you just go? You went?
Yeah, I did.
You went, right?
Yeah.
Did it look like how it looked on TV?
Nah, I was watching like Sweet 16.
Bro, when I saw prom on TV, I was like, bro, that's the best party I'm ever gonna go to. And then when I went to prom, I was like,
fucking boring.
Like, man, this shit cool. So it's like, what you see and you think on TV or what you imagine something being, it's like, oh yeah, sure, I want it to be like that. But then when you really step into that realm, it's like, okay, things are a little bit different. Yeah. So let me step back and actually evaluate how I can actually do this in real life.
Yeah.
So then I assess it and go from there. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So that's just that step.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
So we told him, like, when you come back, we're going to be able to play Super Mario because he loves...
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. So he's like, can we play Paper Mario too? Like, So, and I've said it before, like on here, like on our podcast, that for me, like, he's a big homebody, and I used to go out a lot, right? So it was like
I hated that shit. No,
I know, because he would come along, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, he was the guy that would take care of me and my friends, basically, and he hated being at the club. He hated being at the bar.
I'm like, I'm a rapper. I'm not supposed to be doing this shit. Like, I'm like, damn, how the fuck am I supposed to fight somebody and shit? Like, but back, like, even now, I'm like, man, I can take anybody.
She don't need you to fight. She just need trying to just get here to here.
Don't hit my girl.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
But,
cool.
But yeah, so I feel like the homebodiness now at this age, like being a homebody, for sure, it's like our thing. Like, we don't ever go out drinking anymore. It's like, we'll drink here at the house.
Yeah.
Maybe it has to do with age too, though.
Yeah, because I feel like we're just like,
Yeah, like my little brother, he's out.
Well, because I think we already kind of did everything.
Yeah.
Like, we went to the club so much, you kind of like... And then when I go to a club nowadays, like, I catch myself looking around, and I'm just like, I'm here, but it's like I'm just watching everybody else like vibing and stuff like that, and I'm like, all right,
Like, what really goes on?
yeah, like,
right?
okay,
Like-
this is cool. You know,
like,
I'm
I see-
here.
I
We're
see,
all in one room
like-
with playing music.
Like every
Yeah.
now and then, like a song will come on every now and then. I'm like, oh yeah, this is jail. But then I'm kind of then when it's like a minute in, I'm like, all right, I'm just still here. Yeah, so
like
it's cool.
my brother, because I'm the oldest, and then as my middle brother, and then the youngest
Uh-huh.
one. So the youngest one is the one that's out, right? And me and the middle one, we're talking about like just going out, and he's like, "What do you do at a club, really? Like, or when you get a table or a booth or whatever, right? It's like you're just standing around in a circle and yelling at each other because you can
Yeah.
barely hear each other, you know. But it's like, what really is going on, you know? It's like
yeah, I can tell you
Yeah.
that
paying hella money for a bottle.
yeah,
too, like
for sure. It's like $500.
we're taking shots for free right now.
Literally, right? Like that.
Finna go chill.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Yeah.
say I had seen you. It was like this one bar, or like a club, but it was tiny. It was kind of empty. But I met you. I think like I got introduced to you, but it was some girl named Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
She works with attorneys. I don't know if you.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's how he had already told me about you, but then that's when I met you, like, or seen you for the first time. But it was, and I did see you too, like you were just like sitting, like just
Bro, every time. If I'm out of character, it's something wrong. It's definitely something
yeah.
wrong. If I'm tripping, something going on.
Yeah, damn. But all right, let's get back into
the music.
But you know, you were doing the battle rap shit at some point, or
Early like 2000s or
was that like? Do you think that
2006.
was like before the actual like body of music came?
For
or-
sure.
Okay.
That taught me a lot of like basic, like how to rap, how to like approach beats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like a technique. And then once I kind of like did the battle rap thing, like I was like, all right, I kind of want to do some music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of transitioned into music. And then my music really wasn't good like when I first started. It was just like a bunch of like just yelling at the mic, just talking shit.
Yeah.
Then I kind of had to like develop like, okay, how do I make a song? What is like, you know, formatting it? And that just took a while to develop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boom, I just started making tapes and pumping them out.
And then at what point did you think that you were like, all right, like I'm good at this shit type shit? Or did you just do it and it became like people around you are looking at you like,
Yeah, I didn't never think like I never was like, oh man, I'm awesome. Like, nah. I just went and just rapped until I guess, you know, I stepped into a battle and, you know, once I won, I was like, okay, cool. You know, I can buy some school clothes and then boom, I could, you know, go do this and do that. So it just was like more of an outlet for me to like vent and then like do some shit where I was like, all right, my mama don't gotta do, you know, buy me no school clothes and shit like that. So it kind of provided a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, like a lot of shit. You know
so
what I mean?
you were making money off of it already?
Like for
early?
a kid, yeah, it was a lot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a battle would get you like $500, and if all I had to do was
I'm
like,
gonna fucking start rapping right now.
yeah, and if all I had to do was buy my school clothes,
Yeah.
then you know,
Oh yeah, like for
then
sure.
I
That's
was
already-
set.
yeah.
That was my thing for like that year. I was like, okay,
Especially if you're like in high school, right?
yeah, so it's like, well, what do I
yeah.
want? I was like, oh, I just want to be fly. You know what I mean? I just want some clothes or some bullshit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that stretched a long way. And then I would battle so much. You know what I mean? So I would just go to competition after competition. And then, like I said, once that kind of like, you know, set in, I just wanted to do music. And then that just took over and then started freestyling and converted into just doing songs.
Wait, so then you do music like full time?
Yeah, that's all I do. It's
You
just
don't have like
music.
another job, right?
Nah, I try to like do music from when I wake up to when I go to sleep.
I was gonna ask you. So
Damn.
how's your like?
Yeah, what's your day-to-day type
Your-
shit?
That's
like-
it. That's all I
what
wake
time do you
up.
wake up?
I wake up at 5 or 6
In the morning?
Yeah, to walk my dog. So me and my girl go walk my dog, come back. By 7 or 8, I'm already in the studio either recapping what I did the night before or trying to start something new. So by the time like 8, 9 roll in, like I'm in the studio already listening to beats or already plotting on the song. So by 12 noon, something got to be down. You know what I mean? Like I got to put something down. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's my peak hour. It's like 12 to like 4. Like I'm ready to get it in. And then, you know, by like 4 or 5, like I'm done rapping. Let me figure out what's going on with my merch. I'll do that for a little bit. And then once I'm done with that, I'm just going over, all right, did I get any emails for some shows, features, whatever? Because by, you know, 6, 7, 8, I already know, okay, I got to get ready to get that shit ready for the morning again. And then boom, I'm back at it. Now,
So
if I don't,
what time do you go to sleep?
it depends. Sometimes I'll be 10, 12. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
10 or 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's normally like when I try to, because I know I got to wake up early and try to get it again. So that's my kind of like schedule unless I'm like on the road or I'm doing shows. So
And
I try
how
to
is
keep that schedule.
Like when you're on the road, like
Road life is always gonna be unexpected. Like the crazy thing is like when you're on the road, your body's so used to waking up early from home. Like it don't matter what time I go to sleep the night before, I'm gonna wake up in that hotel at 5 or 6. Now I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
shit,
wow.
dog, what do I do? So you just wasting time until it's time to leave.
Do you take your studio equipment with you or not?
I didn't for like a while. But recently, like I try to write as much as I can in the car or the road. But the problem with writing on the car or the road is like I'm just trying to still like master my show. So while I'm in the car, I'm like still rapping the show, still trying to see if I can get new songs in or what can really work. Maybe there's a feature that's trying to get me to do a show. Do a feature in that city that I'm going to. Maybe somebody's trying to get me to do a video, so I have to learn the feature that I'm finna go shoot. So it just depends for that situation.
you don't have a manager?
At the moment, Money Mike has been my manager. So me and him has just, been partners. So, that's just how we do it. You know what I mean? Like, he says what's going on, I pull up and boom, we knock it out.
You know, you're talking about like rapping the show and stuff. It's crazy because that one time that you were at Zona Latina, right? That I did a show. I remember I had like space for like, because they had like the time shit, right? I remember I had space for a song. Bro, it's kind of crazy, dog. But like I recorded that like probably like an hour or 2 hours before. I recorded a song, like mixed it. I didn't master it, but it was just like mixed type shit. I put it on my little USB, and then I took it with me, and then I performed that song. Bro, like I knocked it out, like, and I kind of like took like pride in it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was able to create some shit real quick, like write it, create it, recording all that shit, and then take it with me and
See,
like.
I wish
shit.
I could do that. Bro, I am the worst with learning raps. I am the worst, bro. It'll take me like a week. If it's my stuff,
Yeah.
I have to listen to it a lot to really learn it. Because I have so many songs.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I have to learn a certain set, then okay, I got to take a while to actually learn it. You know what I mean? So if somebody's like, hey, bro, I need you to shoot a video for a feature we did. Man, by the time we do that video, man, it's been like at least 2 or 3 months. Man, I probably recorded like 100 songs since then. So I don't remember it. So I got to like sit and try to learn it before I actually go.
I was thinking about that. I was
going to say, dang,
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. Like,
No,
You
we
gotta
record a
know
lot.
your songs.
Yeah,
Like-
you have to know them. You definitely have to know them. You know
your
what I
own
mean?
songs
Yeah,
Yeah.
And, our
you have a
own,
lot.
my own, and others. You know
and
what I mean?
others, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, what's the most you gotten paid for a feature?
For a feature,
Yeah.
right now I'll get like $1,000 for a feature. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And what I try to do is I try to sell the song to somebody. So I'll try to create a record for somebody. And basically it's like you get a beat, a hook, and a verse. Because, every artist, what do we need? We need a good song. You can buy a verse, but a verse is only going to do so much for you. You know what I mean? Like, what can an actual song do for you? Probably more than what a verse can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for an artist, if somebody would have come to me and be like, bro, I got a beat with a dope hook on it, half of my job is already done. Like, all I got to do is add 2 verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the hook and the beat is tight, it makes my job easy. I don't have to do nothing. And if I can't fill in the 2 verses, oh, man, I need to go get another job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like providing a service just for somebody that's like, hey, man, you can buy a verse, but I'll sell you a song because you might need this gem in that song. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And what about like, do you do like events?
Shows, we do shows and
Shows.
events. So like, if we're
It depends
flying,
who it is.
yeah, depending on where we fly to, you know what I'm saying, we'll just make sure our like room, we'll charge for the show, but we'll make sure the room's covered and our travel's covered. You know
What
I'm saying?
about like here in Houston? What's like your starting price? Or you don't have one?
Well, here in Houston, I have a starting price, but I haven't done the show here in Houston just for the fact that like I'm just gonna wait until we go back on tour, and then this will be the last show that we close out on.
Okay,
That's
cool.
dope.
Like a
When
coming
is
home
that?
show.
Yeah.
Well, we did 3 tours. So I met Crystal Poppin on our last tour that we did, and we're probably gonna go back on tour once we put Brown Ball on 4 out, and that'll drop in Halloween.
Okay.
So we'll be working on that.
Going back to the feature thing, I remember I was trying to get beats from Happy P, right?
That's the guy.
And he sent me like 2 beats that had like Coast features on them. And I was like, damn, like he's just gonna like send these over here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of crazy to me.
I'm all right.
It's kind of crazy to me that I'm like, damn, it has a whole ass coast feature, and it's open verse for the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's like it's like a good service.
yeah, because I never seen that before. So I thought it was always like the artist, like I'm reaching out to you for a verse, but I might be reaching out to you and you already have like stuff ready to go.
And like I said, because every artist, even myself, we need a good song.
It's a business. You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
need a good song. Well, because you're buying a verse from me, but you're using it as a business to promote yourself, to promote your music, to promote your brand. So in order to do that, you just need a dope vibe for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
So I was gonna ask. So, have you ever heard a song that you didn't like, but you still did it, or you don't do it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I would
either
like,
somebody either asked me to do it as like a manager, like, or something came down the road, but I tried my best to do it as best as I could. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to make it the best song possible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always gonna, and see, like, that's another thing as well. Like, us as rappers or whatever, like, they give us like a small, 45, 60 seconds, whatever, 30, 45, 60 seconds to fill in a gap for a song. A lot of MCs might try to just murder that 12, 8, 16 bars. But when I'm listening to a song, I'm trying to actually like make the song tight. So I'm listening to the entirety of the whole song to be like, all right, I got this section, but I don't want to come in here and say some wild ass shit that's gonna mess this whole thing up.
Yeah, like it's just like the outcast of the song. Like you're just like
so you try to like write it so it blends in well. You know what I'm saying? So you want to think of the whole record and not just like, all right, my little section has to be tight. It's like, no, let's make the whole motherfucking thing tight. So it's like you have to come up with a creative process so it just flows well.
Yeah.
You know, the way I listen to music is like I pay attention to little shit, like where let's say like there's a record, right, and then you have an open verse, like I don't know, second verse, right? It's verse 1, hook, and then before your part comes on, like if I'm listening to it and then like there's like a little ad lib that's like I know you're coming on type shit, like people tend to listen to that and kind of like brush it off, but I'll listen to it and I'm like, all right, like I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm always showing her songs and I'm like breaking them down for her, and I'm just like,
bro, that's a good thing.
Like there's like little like you might pan it to the left.
He's like, do you hear the drums?
I'm like, you hear like the shit, like,
I'm like,
well, like if you
I hear
know,
the guitar.
if you rap fast on a song and you ask me to jump on a feature, I'm probably not gonna rap slow because you're rapping fast.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna try to meet the level that you're rapping at. You know what I mean?
and just make
to
it.
make the song flow right.
Yeah, because I used to do that shit.
Like imagine him rapping fast and then the hook comes and then the
like,
second verse and I'm coming on slow. It's like, man, you fuck the whole song. It's like, bro, my body can't even move like that. You know what I mean? Like
You're like, yeah. And then you're
so your tempo's going like this and then the rapper comes, you're like, hold on, wait. And so, you want to kind of like accommodate somebody's ear. You know what I mean? So
you know what? I never even thought about it like that. Like
it's just like you just listening
it's
because you
crazy.
want to make sure like you don't fuck up somebody's tempo and rhythm. You know what I mean? So you kind of like go with the flow. Yeah, you kind of be original with yours. Like if you do something that's cool in your pattern that really brings out your verse,
yeah,
I might try to mimic some of that to bring it in the second verse to complete the song. To make people think that we even did it in the same room sometimes.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like
growing up, I thought that was crazy. Like
You know what I mean?
people do songs and they're not even. They didn't do it together type shit.
But the audience doesn't need to know that. The audience just needs to hear a good 2 to 3 minute song. You know what I mean? So whatever we have to do to make it tight, hey man, we're gonna make it tight.
have you ever done a super long song?
Yes. I haven't done one recently, but there was a song, it's on YouTube right now called Brown Funeral. And I wrote in the perspective of how I thought if I were to die, how I thought people would hear my music and what they would think of me. And this is like if I were to pass away, you know what I mean? What they would think when they heard about my music. And then on the last, and Happy P produced the beat. It's called Brown Funeral. And in the third verse, kids come to my grave, dig me up, and I rap the third verse of how I feel they should receive my music.
Damn, that's pretty dope.
So it's out right now. You can jam that. It's called Brown Funeral.
That's
It's tight. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have his YouTube in the description, guys, so y'all can check it out.
Check it out.
Show.
Subscribe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Subscribe.
But all right, throughout your whole music career, like I feel like, all right, I feel like a lot of people think, and myself included, think that you should be bigger than what you are. You know what I mean?
I've heard that a lot.
So I figured that you've heard that a lot because I see it a lot on social media. How do you feel about that? Like, cause honestly, bro, I feel like you've done it a long ass time.
I take it as a pro and con. I take it as a good thing for the fact that I know people, understand my music and feel like where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Sure, like we all want to be big. Like I said, we all want to be like how we see on TV. We all want to blow up and da 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 da. Okay, cool. If I miss that bus, fine. I'm catch another one. You know what I'm saying? Now, I may not be, first class, but I'm going to get there some way, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You do want that? You do want that line?
Yeah, do you think that would change?
There's some level of success that I'm going to grab. And when I get to that level, I'm still probably not even going to be,
Oh, okay.
I probably still won't be happy. I'll probably still chase another pinnacle.
Well, that happens, right? Like where it's like you get so caught up trying to reach that one goal, you don't realize that you reach goals that you set in the past.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm not starving off of rap like I was 10 years ago trying to come up. Now it's another level of, all right, I'm good off of rap.
Like you're living off that shit.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like, damn.
So how is that not successful? You know what I mean?
Like,
well, I think we all set our level in our minds of what success is.
And then your lifestyle matters.
Yeah, and I don't live a high lifestyle of like, oh, I gotta have a Lamborghini, I gotta have a Bentley, and all. Like I'm just cool in my skin, like I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just a point of, I don't think I'm ever gonna reach a level of success where I'm just not gonna hustle. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna kick my feet up and not do nothing. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what it doesn't matter what it is. It could be, you can be in real estate, you could sell cars, like whatever it is.
I think that's what happens when you're enjoying what you're doing.
You never know. So like I say, like I do see it as a pro and con, but I just look at it like, hey man, these are the cards I was dealt. This is how I'm playing it, and wherever I end up in the end, I'm going to just make sure I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I have to live this life every day. You know what I mean? So I can sit here and be like, oh, well, man, I want to be a millionaire and, be on TV. Everybody does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. And if that doesn't happen, what can I do that's going to still make me happy? Oh, well, shit, man. I'm living in a big-ass crib with my gal, my dog. I'm good. Like,
good,
I always tell him, like, man, if you ever become famous, like, I don't think I'd want, like, the famous.
Yeah, because, like, I do think about that. And I'm like, all right, for right now, let's say this podcast blows up. And then, like, we get a Spotify deal or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, and we get interviewed by other people. But it's like, what's going to change, really? Because I see a lot of people that do blow up. And then, but nothing really changes. It's just like the image of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's say we get Spotify interviews or we get like Apple interviews or whatever the
it's
fuck.
Also like an outside entity or person that'll come and try to stir up what you guys have already done. Whether it be a company coming and saying, hey, we want to change this. We like your show. We want to offer you this. Like, it's all to upgrade in the end. Yeah. But it comes with certain things. Everything comes with certain bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just how much you're willing to, put yourself through before you're like, nah, I'm cool with this.
Yeah. So, I think we're really big. We're really big because we've said it before where we're just like, because some people are like, you should do this, you should do that, And Roland's always like, it's our fucking podcast. Like, we're doing it how we want to. There's no rules at the end of the day.
There's not. You know what I mean? So then that's the same thing with music. Like, there's a formula, but there's not really a formula. You know what I mean? Like, somebody can put a dope song together and it may not be nothing. And then somebody can put a freestyle together and it fucking blows up. Like, we just don't know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's all about just, all right, am I even comfortable with how I'm moving? And as long as you're okay with how you're moving, just keep doing it. Because the minute you're just like, man, I don't feel this shit, you're not going to want to show up. You know what I mean? So the minute I'm not showing up to rap, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, man, as long as I'm comfortable with the music I'm putting out, I'm comfortable with how my peers and audience is responding to me. Like I can go outside, go to the mall by myself, and I don't have to worry about nobody fucking with me. Like, I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me go out here and do my thing. So it's just however you want to do it in the end. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And how would you describe your relationships with like other Houston artists here? Like,
good, for the fact that when I wake up, I'm GT Garza. When I go to sleep, I'm GT Garza. When we're on camera, I'm the same guy. When I'm off camera, I'm the same guy. Like, I don't try to, like, do no extra. I don't try to, like, fuck nobody over. I don't try to, like, cap on people. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
what's the need?
Yeah,
right?
what is the need? Like,
I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, who knows, bro? Like,
Yeah, like,
whatever it
it's
is
crazy.
that people need to, well, this is the thing. If that's the one thing you do, it's probably the one thing you're going to be an asshole about. Because it's like the one thing that you're in control of. You're like, oh, this is mine. Like a bounce at a club.
yeah.
He's like, only thing I control is this fucking line.
Yeah.
I control this much.
Bro, I've dealt with so many.
I know.
So it's
You
like
can't
his,
come in your-
his
your-
lane is
Yeah.
literally this big. And don't kick me out of a club because I'm talking about no. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But because he owns this line, nigga, he can say whatever he wants to this little row. But you walk outside that little line, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But as long as you in this little, nigga, this hole this big. You know what I mean? But because he controls that margin,
Yeah.
he do what he want.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, man.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah.
honestly, I didn't
Hey,
even think
your
about
pants
it like
gotta your pants are ripped.
My nigga, your arms too long. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, you know, some people, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Some people will power trip over the small little thing they have. But if you're a person that is just already comfortable with your skin, you're not here for nothing, you don't
Yeah.
want nothing from nobody, you're cool.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, you know, it's going to go how it go, bro. You know what I mean?
that. Honestly, that really threw me off.
Your
just-
arms so long.
He's like, your arms are too long.
Bro, people at the club, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm just laughing because Roland has dealt with like the people at the club or bars
Bro,
so
it's just,
fucking much.
and it's nothing, you ain't even do nothing, bro,
Nah.
but it's because, bro, this nigga had to take a shower.
They can literally make
Bro,
any.
he had to take a shower, he had to cut his hair, had to go buy some gear, come up to this club and get ready for this line. Just so he could tell you no, my nigga. Like, think about the whole
He was
preparation.
thinking about me the whole time, bro.
But, and then not just you, but you. You know what I mean? Like, not you, but kind of like you. So it's like,
Kinda like you.
but that's just,
if they're wearing this, I'm telling
yeah,
them
but
no.
that's
like,
just his job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when he goes home, he had nothing. He can control over nothing else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. No, you're
Damn,
right.
that's crazy.
I honestly, I hadn't thought about it like that, but I'm glad you're putting it in that perspective because, yeah, I can see it. Like, I see
Yeah.
the picture. Like,
I'm saying, don't worry about people power and people, bro.
Yeah.
People are power tripping anything and level of life. It's
Yeah.
just, hey,
No,
man.
bro. Honestly, like these are things that I kind of I just know about them now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But,
dog.
and I wish I could go back in time and like tell my younger self, like not to worry about a lot of shit like this because a lot of shit like this doesn't fucking matter, dog. Like honestly, like. And I tell her, like, I'm like, man, I'm aware of a bunch of shit. I know how shit works now. You know what I mean?
And we get caught up, dog. Like everybody
Yeah.
get caught up with your initial, like you get caught like, oh, and you go with that initial reaction. We all do that, dog.
Yeah.
But once you kind of like settle down and you think, you're like, all right, let me chill out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just happens, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't trip, man. You're good. Trust me.
If
dog.
you're long, if your arms are too long, you're
Don't go to
you're
the
cool.
club.
Don't worry about it. You know what I
Why?
mean?
If I go to a club and a bouncer hassle me, I know it's because it's podcast, dog. I know the word done got out. They're like, you talking about me, my guy.
But with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
And we are back and super drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
on.
kind of.
Honestly, I haven't had a beer since whose episode?
No, we had a beer recently.
With
We
who?
had a beer.
I didn't drink with Mike. Oh, I drank.
Probably with Danny and Jazzy.
No, I didn't drink.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
so I
She's had a
haven't
beer
drank
a few
since
weeks ago.
July. I had a beer with the funeral.
Oh, then
home
I don't know, cause I had a drink.
You
recently.
drink. You do drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but I got a trainer right now, dude. And then I'm
I
like,
know. I know.
it's kind of
He
hard though.
exchanged
Like,
services for like a trainer to train him, like even though he knows the shit.
he's benefiting more than me.
Well, that's good, though.
But hey,
Well,
man.
It's a discipline thing, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Literally,
yeah.
I told him you're gonna pay him to discipline you. I can discipline you.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's more like a routine of like somebody, like if you can't get yourself into a routine, like somebody that has to push you in a routine, it'll get you.
Like the time that you wake up, I want to be waking up. And like I wake up at 5.
How do you do it?
I kind of like, well, my gal had a job that required her to get up early. And so slowly but surely, like the earlier she got up, the more I would just start getting up. And then boom, I think my body just kind of fell into like getting up at that time.
So you're putting the pressure on me.
Well, no, if you wake up at like 10 or like 9, 10, it's not bad, but you kind of have to train. If you want to wake up earlier, you have to just slowly start training your body to be like, all right, I need to try to start getting up. Because the problem that we have sometimes when we first get up is we just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Nah, get your ass up.
Yeah.
Because when you first get up, you're like, man, this bed feel good, dog. I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me for?
Well, no. I mean, that's okay.
Oh
Ain't
my
nothing
God.
wrong with it.
No, because
GT
recently...
Garza starting arguments over here.
No. Recently, I've been wanting to wake up at 5. So I have an alarm at 5, and
I have one at 4:45.
let's say I've had it for like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't been waking up at 5 till like 3 days ago. So now 3 days ago, I'm waking up at 5. Boom, 5. Like, yeah, I can say like 3 days ago. Even today, this morning, I woke up at 5.
But did he get
But
up?
then I'm like, I got an hour.
But nah, it's got to be long, bro. You got to train your body longer than 3 days. It's a while. It's a couple weeks.
But I'm
maybe
saying,
a
like,
month.
I had the alarm for 2 weeks, and it's not until 3 days ago that I started waking up at 5.
And you're not
but I don't get up, though. I wake up, and I look at it, and I'm just like, I got an hour.
But that's cool. I mean, look.
But like tomorrow, I want to wake up at 5.
If you wake up at 5, you set the alarm, and you sleep till 6, 7, it's cool. But at least you're starting to get up at that time. It doesn't matter if you have to snooze.
Do you have to like smoke to go to sleep or no?
Nah.
You're good?
I don't have to smoke to go to sleep. Sometimes I can, like, I don't know if you guys ever had like something to do the next morning and your body, you just wake up even before your alarm clock sometimes, or you just like catch your snap and like get up.
Stressing.
Yeah, you just wake up. So a lot of times when I get up, like I get up and I'm like, all right, what time is it? Sometimes it'd be too fucking early, and I'm like, bruh.
Have you ever woken up like at just 3 in the morning?
Bro, I've woken up like at 4:30.
No, but you know, they say 3 in the morning is like the devil's hour.
Nah, I wouldn't say I woke up at.
That's the time I wake up all the time.
He wakes up at 3 all the time.
Right at 3.
And he gets scared.
I'm like, fuck, why am I waking up right now?
And
I don't know.
He goes to try to wake me up, and I'm
Nah.
don't wake me up.
Nah, I'm ready to fight any demons or whatever the fuck.
I think once you get your body used to just being up at that time, and then you gotta go to sleep like at maybe 10.
At a decent time,
yeah,
right?
because you wanna have your body to at least get enough hours,
Rest.
bro, because that'll mess up like the next day for you.
Yeah, because I try to wake up at 5, but then I'm going to sleep like at 12, 1, you know.
Yeah,
which is earlier than what I would usually go to sleep.
Yeah,
for sure.
He used to go to sleep like at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and that's not bad, depending on what you have to do.
No, he had a full-time labor job.
Yeah,
during the
Going to
day.
sleep at 3, waking up at 6.
Yeah, depending on what you
Yeah,
have to do,
that's
like it all depends.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, what a blessing that you're able to do like
Dog. You know
what you're doing.
You know, my mom used to tell me, she's like, if you pray to the Virgin, because she's like a bit like church lady, and she's like, if you what?
No, go.
She's like on a whole church trip right now, bro. Shout out my mom and my dad. But she used to tell me, like, if you pray to the Virgin Mary and you tell her, like, hey, tomorrow I want to wake up at 5 a.m., she'll wake you up at 5 a.m. Yeah, and then my brother Rai did it. And he like prayed like, I want to wake up at this time with no alarm clock, and he woke up at that time.
What I was gonna get back to what you were saying about the crazy thing is, like, when I know you guys know, because when you're an entrepreneur, the thing about having a 9 to 5,
It's not the same.
no, it's actually, bro, it's a blessing to have a 9 to 5, because a 9 to 5 creates security for you.
Yeah.
You know when your job starts, you know when it ends, and you know when you get paid.
Yeah. And
Entrepreneurship, there is no 9 to 5 with entrepreneurship. It's when you wake up and then when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And how many tasks you can complete from the time you wake up to when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you don't even know if you're getting paid that day or you don't. Because either you have a royalty check coming in, you don't know if somebody's hitting you for a feature. So it's all about just how you hustle throughout that day, that week, that month, 3-6 months, that season. You know what I mean?
Like this podcast, if it was like a big like business, like where it was generating money crazy, the shit that I do could like be a whole like team.
Yeah.
So it's like I could have a camera guy, an editor, all this shit. Like,
well, all this will fall into place. So you'll start with your podcast, and then your merchandise will come into play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your sponsorships will come. So all the like the things just start adding up. You know what I mean? It just starts with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what y'all do first. And then the podcast is going to, like I said, leak into y'all merch. You know, y'all start rocking the shirts that say the name of the podcast. And then people that come through, they start rocking the brand, or you give them the shirts. And everything just starts slowly turning into more and more shit.
Yeah, and I think we just, like, decided, like, not so long ago, like, that we were treating it more like a business.
yeah. Now we are.
Now we are, like...
Definitely. At first, it was, like, some fun shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
It was cool.
And now we're like definitely like it's funny because now like our family knows too, like Fridays we can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like don't expect
Fridays
us to
is a
show up
podcast day, like,
because we have a podcast.
It's my job, you know.
Yeah.
But that's cool though, you know what I mean? Because I mean that's discipline that y'all providing for yourselves to be like, all right, every Friday something that I enjoy doing, I'm gonna fucking do. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's in front of me. So whatever it creates after this is just a plus. You know
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's how
honestly,
we see it.
this last week, it was our first week. Oh, excuse me. Like that, I experienced the whole sponsorship stuff, you know. And we reached out to like a few of the people that had been on here, and I was like so fucking amazed at how people were willing to sponsor the podcast for our event because we're having the event, you know. And I was just like, holy shit, like.
Well, you guys provide a service. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I told her like. If we try to do this like without a podcast, it'd be like, all right, what are you offering? You know what I mean? Like, but
it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? You guys are providing an outlet for platforms and artists to be seen and heard. You know what I mean? And then in exchange, you know, they create content with you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then from that content, it's just gonna keep growing and growing and growing, dog.
Yeah, definitely. Real quick, since you don't have a team, right? So it's like
it's just me and my homeboys, man. It's just same way y'all do.
It's not like an official, right?
Well, yeah, I call it official because we've been doing it so long together. You know what I mean? And
do they have like roles?
Yeah. I mean, I got a DJ, you know, a manager. And that's it, really. I don't have like a.
Do you pay them like?
Yeah, I don't have like a bunch of people that just like follow around and like do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody that's with me has a set job.
Whenever you shoot videos, I know you do a lot of your videos with like
Julian.
With Julian, right?
Yeah.
What Julian?
Director Julian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've had him on the podcast.
We
before.
had him on the podcast.
Yeah, Julian.
We had him.
Where's this guy?
He is. I can tell you, he's on the third row. No, wait, is he?
Oh, and you had Steve-O.
Oh yeah,
Steve-O was there.
Okay, he's on the fourth row.
Second to last.
Look at this guy.
Honestly, it was pretty cool talking to him too.
Like, because he has his studios going crazy.
He's the
you know?
guy, man.
Yeah,
he's a genius.
So like, whenever you do your
Tell him
videos,
to pull
right?
up because we're gonna invite him too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna invite him. He better bring his car too.
Yeah.
That is no car, you know. Whenever like you do your videos and stuff, like, are you giving him ideas? Is he throwing ideas at you, or like what's going on?
The
Like
creativeness. How is that?
I would say more so his part. You know what I'm saying? Because as a director, like his creativity is a lot bigger. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than mine when it comes to videos. Like I'm just so used to doing it. Bro, as rappers, we're just like, oh, let's go post up in front of a car and just shooting the hood. And it's like, he's like, nah, man. So he got me around like snow. We done went to the desert. We did all type of stuff. You know what I mean?
And then, because I think we brought it up on KP's episode. Y'all did I think it was off camera probably, but y'all did one where there was like a money vault.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
that was his idea.
I'm like, where the fuck y'all get a money vault?
Man,
like,
he got those like scenes. He got those locations, man.
Or he'll build them if you don't have them. Like,
man.
it's fucking crazy.
He's good, bro.
That's why he's director.
That's why he's the director, man.
Shout out Julian, director Julian.
We expect you there, Julian.
October
14th.
Be there.
Be there.
But yeah, like, how big do you think your catalog is? Like, I know you got a lot of shit.
Man,
bro.
I probably put out over like 20 tapes, 20 albums. Well, they're not all albums, but I consider them like albums. Like I record original music to them. I rapped on them, put time behind them, money behind them. You know,
what's the... I'm going to just throw this question out there, but like, what's like the difference between like an album, an EP, an LP, mixtape?
For the people that don't know.
Yeah.
EP is just a shorter version of an album, so it might be like
What
five.
does the EP stand for?
That's a good question. I don't even ask. I've never asked.
But it's just like
I know it
a
has
preview.
a name. No, it's just a shorter length tape. That's all. It's
like
just
I'm gonna just put something out.
yeah, like 4 to
here-
7 records.
Yeah.
It's same length of like songs, like time wise.
Yeah.
It's just a shorter version. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like of songs. They're like, all right, I don't want to give you 14 records for an album. I'll just give you 7. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just a length thing.
How many songs does an album of yours like have usually?
My last
Extended play.
boom. My last
That's what EP stands for.
yeah.
Extended play.
There you go.
In music albums, EP stands for extended play.
See.
That makes sense.
Maybe an extension of the last one.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, right. Or like
guess.
Like here's an
I
EP.
would-
a
like,
little peek of
Yeah,
what's
maybe.
about to come.
I've never knew what it stood for, so I appreciate
just
it.
You were just dropping EPs like
Yeah.
crazy.
I dropped a few.
Oh shit! I don't know what happened to this camera.
No, that one did died. That one
Okay,
died.
okay. That's cool, that's
I've
cool.
dropped a few just to kind of hold people over on music for the fact that I try not to miss a season if I can. Like this year, I've put out 2 albums. I put out Forevermore in March or in February maybe,
Yeah.
and I put out Army of the Robots of Crystal in May.
And then you're about to do another one.
In October, yeah, on my birthday.
Nah, you're working.
Wait,
dude,
when's your
man.
birthday?
It's October 25th. It's like right around Halloween.
Your birthday?
Yeah. So
You
I'll
dress
be-
up?
No, I kind of want to, but I haven't in a while.
You should.
And then, I don't like have trick or treaters come through. But I'm the guy that cuts the light on. Not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm that
we don't
guy.
either. We
Nah,
did it
you-
one year, and that was just it. We did it one year
See,
for
but
the
I'm
experience.
not like us.
And then we just
I'm not
didn't
like
anymore.
what do you call that dude? What's the guy at Christmas? The
You're not.
The
Scrooge. What's his name?
yeah, Scrooge,
Yes.
Mr. Scrooge or whatever.
I don't know his name.
Are you?
No, I'm not like him on the holidays. So I don't know why I don't like turn.
Your light on?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I.
Wait. What, do
it
you
plays into
purposely-
the antisocial
No, I
shit.
purposely turn it off.
Okay, so
like
then
I'm
you
like,
are.
yeah. I'm like, man, don't come to my
Or
house.
do you turn it off and just act like, oh, why is it off? Like,
No,
what the
I
hell?
just be like, man, I don't want them coming to my crib.
No,
but
that's how I
thinking
am.
about it, it's like I don't
Why?
really have a problem with them getting
So
candy.
yeah, because I get that. I
Well,
get
you
that a
know-
lot though, right? Like me.
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
like I don't want to do that shit. tonight.
I swear, I'm telling y'all, like y'all are talking, and I'm like thinking, like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, like,
It's like
bro, like I can be like, all right, if kids want to come up to me, man, I'm cool with the
Yeah,
kids, whatever. Like I'm fun,
But
bro.
you
Like
know,
I'm chill, you know.
It's a thing now where you just put the little thing of candies and they pull up.
Yeah, you
Talk
can
to
do
them
that
through the
too.
Ring
You can
camera.
do
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
I'll just have a bowl of candy and let y'all like take it. I might do that this year.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, that'd
Especially
probably be
because you're
better.
about to drop your.
At the end of the driveway, like where you don't even get close to the house.
That's no, it'll be a they come and it's just a bunch of albums.
and then when he goes,
Take the tapes.
yeah,
Like, I'll give y'all something.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, take some music.
and
man.
they're gonna be
Take
like,
weed.
"What's this? Where can I put this in?"
Can't
Like,
even play it. That's funny.
no, you're
Yeah,
gonna
hell
put
yeah.
little cardstock papers. Scan this.
Yes.
So
Scan the
that-
QR code,
Yeah,
you know,
so
to take you
can
to
put
that.
Yeah.
to the little store or whatever. But honestly, bro, I mean, I think you've been putting out music for a long ass time. I feel like obviously people appreciate your music and shit. I don't know, like what do you think like let's say like the next 5-10 years looks like for you?
Just more music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say this. I think in all the time that I've been rapping, I kind of learned that nobody's going to like miraculously just knock on my door and save me. You know what I mean? Like nobody's just going to come and be like, bro, we heard you been rapping.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what I mean? Like you have to create that opportunity for yourself. So it may not be today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next 3, 4, 5 years, but sometime, someday, we're going to level up a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. You know what I mean? Because like I said, 5-10 years ago, I was in a position that I'm not in today. I was sleeping on a couch in somebody's studio or sleeping on a couch in my own studio. You know what I mean? Like living there, trying to figure it out. Thinking I was like, this is it. This is where I, you know what I mean? And it's like, no. Then I'm here. Now this is, nah.
Yeah.
It's always going to be something else. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much of a level up. I don't know if it's going to be gradually. I don't know if it's going to be big. but we're gonna get somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll know when it happens.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's true. Like, I feel like...
I'm telling y'all, in 2 years, this podcast is not gonna be the same thing, dude.
Yeah, honestly, we're on the 2-year mark this week, and I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't even think. Like,
I mean, compared to when y'all started, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Like,
No,
I didn't
dude,
even
and,
think, like...
Yeah, and then people on the podcast know that, like, my mom, she would, like, question, like, this, right? Because we'd ask her to, like, watch our son, like, you know, and she'll be like, are y'all even getting paid? Like, and I told her one time, like, oh, it's like a job. And she's like, it's not a job. It's not paying you. But, but like, now, like we're getting sponsors. And I mean, we're monetized now, but it's like, not a lot, you know?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. It's hard to explain to a family member or parent something that's...
They can't understand.
Yeah, because it's not it's not a 9 to 5. It's not a job. It's
but
not
the thing is, like, his parents are entrepreneur. His dad's like has his own business.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, and not to say, but maybe when he started, people thought like he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he had to prove to everybody that he wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing. I hear music, and I make music, and if all these people are saying, hey, man, this kid Garza is all right. He's kind of cool. Maybe we're not tripping. Maybe I'm all right. Maybe I'm decent enough to move a few people. Maybe I'm not tripping. So this bullshit that I started in my bedroom might be bigger than my bedroom. Yeah. So let me keep pushing. And then, boom, what do you know? Man, we're rocking shows. It's bigger than my bedroom. So I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that, all right, maybe when I first started, it wasn't paying me like I wanted to. Maybe my mom and dad saw me struggle a lot more than they wanted to see me struggle.
Like, why are you paying for a slot?
Yeah, why are you doing this dumbass shit when it ain't feeding you, it ain't giving you the results that you deserve or you need?
Yeah.
Well, it's a passion and hunger that I can't find anywhere else, and it's the fucking reason why I get up every day to even fucking live. I don't like anything else. I don't do anything else. This is what I do. And I'm gonna do it until I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So whether it teach me another trait later to become an English teacher, to use all the writing I've done, an audio engineer, songwriter, whatever it ends up making me do it, as long as I'm happy later, my G, I'm gonna do that. So, I mean, we all might seem crazy at first. You know what I mean? But if we discipline ourselves and put our mind to it, at the end of the day, bro, it's gonna pay off, dog. Somehow or some way. You know what I mean? Unless, like I said, unless we fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By one of our vices of, I don't know, rappers got vices. You know what I mean? Like drugs, women, weed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
but,
like even this, like sometimes I'm just like, I'll be sitting like in my office or whatever, and I'm just like, man, what are we doing this podcast for? Like, and now we have like, so this, bro,
I know,
like,
when he tells me, I'm like, don't.
So we have like the parent company is Studio 1017, like that's what we call the channel. Then we have This and Much More. This is where like we have guests coming on. She has Entre Nos, where she has a co-host, and they talk about like just, you know, like experience, life topics, experiences, topics or whatever. And then we have Posted Podcasts, and that's where I have 2 other co-hosts where we talk about like trending topics, like any news shit, you know. But it's like now I think about that, like I'm like, before I'd be like, man, what are we doing this for? Like we're not getting paid, you know, whatever. Like, but now we have like 3 people under us, and it's like the team's kind of growing a little bit, and I'm just like, but now we have sponsors, now we have like an event, like it's kind of,
it's gonna grow out of this building.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow out of all this. You're gonna be at another spot. You know what I mean? It's just time, dog. Like time is just, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like we all wish we could be, you know, where we wanted to today.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that for the world. So just putting in the time, bro, that shit is gonna pay off, bro. You know what I mean? So however you like see it in your mind, it may not end up that way, but it's gonna end up in a way that you're better off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For
sure. Definitely keep going.
That's crazy.
No,
like,
well, for sure, bro. We appreciate you. I think this is like where we're gonna end it, but
nah, y'all good,
bro.
Man. I appreciate
like,
you having me,
bro. But yeah, like, what's the tape coming out? Like,
Halloween, October 25th, 31st. Time, Brown Ball Honor 4. I got myself, a bunch of other dope MCs from Texas, around the nation. Just you know, we rapping.
And and then y'all are gonna go after you drop it. Y'all are gonna start doing the tour.
Yeah, so I'm going to Washington October 7th to do a show with Bubba Sparks. I come back, I'm gonna pull up on your party. The week after that,
Bro, we're expecting you, bro.
The week
you
I'll
said it.
be
You
there.
said it on
Said it,
camera.
yeah.
dog.
I'm gonna
Better
be there,
come.
dog. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. The week after that, drop the album, and then probably, if not around like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, we'll start up right in the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dope.
Because at the end of the year, everything kind of slows down. You know,
Yeah,
everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
for sure.
holidays,
Everybody wants to be
everybody's
home
chilling.
and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll
Alright,
pick
bro.
up in the beginning of the year.
Dog, we appreciate you coming on the podcast,
Yeah.
dog.
Always,
like, you know,
man.
I've been fucking with you for a long ass time,
Dog,
bro. You know,
appreciate
like,
you, dog.
like for real,
Thank you,
dog.
dog.
Like for real, we really appreciate
Thank you.
And,
Nah, I appreciate y'all.
and yeah, so we're gonna have all his information in the description below.
And
Make sure you
this
guys
episode, actually, I believe this one is the one that's dropping
like
the
right before
week, the week of the event, guys. So if y'all are listening to this episode, just know the event is happening this Saturday.
Don't have no bouncers at this event.
Nah,
They ain't
fuck
gonna let me
that.
in, dog.
Nah.
Let
Nope.
me in, man.
Everybody is welcome. It's open to the people that watch us,
Yeah,
support
yeah.
us, and you
Yeah.
know, subscribe.
Come through. Be here.
Sir.
Yeah,
Be there.
'cause
Sir.
he's gonna rap, guys.
That's funny.
Well,
But-
he's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
so just make sure y'all pull up. And again, thank you so much for like
Mm-hmm.
putting up.
Dog, for
It
sure.
looks like you're enjoying that
Yeah.
drink.
That probiotic drink.
Let's go.
Other than that, guys, much love. Thanks for watching. That's it.
Appreciate
Much
y'all.
love. Peace.